Oh, I'm out 2 days running, coming to the little market town of Harston, which is beautiful. Just been for a lovely breakfast at my favourite place. They're so lovely to think of everything, even scissors for opening your sachets. There's enough space in between the tables to get round. They do gluten-free, they do vegetarian, they do lactose-free, like dairy-free. It's wonderful. There is a bit of controversy about the street though, actually, because it's not one way. It's the one by the co-op, if you know Halston. So actually, when you come into it from the thoroughfare and you turn left up into it, there is no entry sign. It says dead end. And then at the top of the road, it is no entry. And there's yellow lines along there. I'm really struggling with my back today. Big time struggling. So I thought I'm going to have to park on the double yellows with my blue badge and just park up there. I was meant to go up there, these cyclists were shouting at me, it's one way. I'm going, well, it's not one way. It's a dead end, and I'm going as far as the dead end. I'm going to go and park on the double yellow lines with my blue badge on display. And he said, all right, Miss Attitude, he went, oh. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to let it bother me. I've just been to book my tattoo on my leg in memory of Andy. I'm going to get that done on Tuesday, so I'm a little bit excited about that. When I went to Bungay yesterday, I had only picked up one lot of medication. I had 2 lots there, so I'm going to go back over to pick up another lot now. But I'm going to do Magical Mystery Tour. I'm not going to put the sat-nav on, even though I found my armour case. I'm just going to go for a little toot and see where I end up. Hopefully I end up at Bungay at some point. Yeah, we'll see. So I rode through the little town of Needham and went past the King's Head pub. And I didn't stop, and I thought I should have stopped really just to talk to you a little bit about this, because I found it unfortunately after Andy had passed. Because in Halston, which is a tiny little market town, we have 3 Chinese restaurants, 2 fish and chip shops, an Indian, a Japanese, 2 pizza places, a kebab place, and we always just say we haven't got an Indian. Italian, that's what we haven't got, an Italian. I said Indian in my original video, but I'm editing, so that's okay. But it was an Italian that we don't have in Halston. But the King's Head does wonderful Italian food. Gluten-free and vegetarian as well. So, but anyway, I went round past it and I got back out into the Raymond Road, and I went down the next turning to Needham, and I thought, I've been here before. I'm sure it was Needham where the King's Head was, and of course it is. So I'm going round in a loop again. So when you look at the Relive, that's why. I'm lost already. I'm only sort of 10 minutes in. Like, it's not even Needham. I followed the Needham signs. It's Brockdish, as it clearly says on the King's Head sign. I've got a scuba where I am, but that's okay. I'm just in the middle of nowhere, like. I just stopped. I saw this little lamp post, old-fashioned post with the old roses written on it. I love roses. Roses and carnations are my favourite flowers, but on the gate there was a bumblebee, it's obviously my Canam, and a dragonfly, which is Andy. I was like, oh my goodness, there's a message from him yet. Every day I get messages, which is wonderful. And I've got to say, the tattoo artist that is doing my tattoo on Tuesday can put Andy's ashes in as well, so that's cool. Just come across this art place, and this is the Blue Tit selection by Laura Such. These are modelled from real people. You can have 1 blue tit for £170 each, or you can have the whole installation. Not sure how much that will be, but 20% does go to Macmillan Cancer I'm not sure if that's art or if it is just literally a watering can, a tap and a dock bowl. It's very peaceful here. There's a picture frame in place that isn't open. I'm not sure what's usually in there. I'm not really sure what that is. It looks a bit private. But that is the Wingfield Art exhibition in there. And there's a beautiful work of art, look. Oh, perfection. Finally, I know where I am. I'm at the Andy and Jack Bens, motorbike bends. They used to love coming out and riding here. So very poignant, a little bit tearful. Because I used to ride these bends with Andy as well, but it wasn't quite the same as him and Jack. Used to love it along here. So I'll take a photo of me like this for the Relive, so you know exactly where I am, because these are beautiful bends, beautiful smooth road. Not seeing gravel and stuff on this road. I mean, it's great on the Ryker because it doesn't matter if you get gravel and stuff, does it? Because you know, you can just slip and slide around it. On two wheels it's a bit different, but it is a bit harder avoiding horse poo, as I've discovered today, when you've got three wheels. You get the front two over and then you've got the back one. But anyway, my Jack did a beautiful TikTok video on these bends actually, so I'm going to try and get it off him and add it here because it's really cool, just to show how beautiful these bends are.
Aren't you scared you'll kill yourself if you crash?
No. No, you live more in 5 minutes on a bike like this, going flat out, than some people live in a lifetime.
Come right away from the pump so I don't get into trouble. But honestly, this Jet Garage in Halesworth, you know, I was talking about in Ireland about how sometimes the pipes are so stiff it's difficult to get in to your petrol tank, and then not only that, it springs back out. So it didn't flood everywhere, but the thing actually came back out again. So I am now covered in petrol, my boat's covered in petrol, the forecourt's covered in petrol, and I bloody stink. My top tip for today, although you probably wouldn't be daft enough to do this, when filling up for petrol, do not put your helmet down on your foot pegs to keep it safe. Because when the petrol goes everywhere, it goes in your helmet too. To such an extent, I can't currently wear my helmet because I'm getting high on the fumes. So I'm going to have to very tentatively and very slowly ride home without my helmet. I don't like doing it, but it's better than being high on a Ryker. I can't do it. I don't know how people ride without helmets. It's horrible. I have to ride with my visor open to try and get the smell. This is the little river just down the road from me, where I want to come and launch the canoe that I bought and we haven't used yet. I'm going to call her Tally Ho. That's what Andy used to say all the time. Tally Ho! It's also a great little acoustic playing bridge. I think I got home just in time. I'm feeling really sick and really tired. I'm not sure if it's the pain, the diclofenac or the petrol, or maybe all three. I don't know, but I'm going to have an afternoon nap, I think. The other thing I was going to say about Relive is when you play my Relive, obviously you can see some of the points that I've been to. But if you join the Relive app and follow me at Canam Girl UK, you can follow my routes. So today's date, I think, is the 25th of August. What am I going to name it? I'll probably name it Little Local Ride today. And then you can go onto the Relive app, follow Canam Girl, and then you can do that route. So yeah, and you can do it with anybody you follow. You can follow their routes, which is good. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for today. I'm going to have an afternoon nap, but I just have to finish on a good note before I do go. That last night, my lovely son, who I'm very, very proud of, took Gabs, his girlfriend, out to the Shard at London for a nice romantic meal on her birthday and proposed to her. Yay! Bring on the wedding!